I am not great, even though he left me undelivered the night of our date. My buddy is single and he is not doing well, but we'll all feel better at the ringing of our church bell. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times, he will forgive you for all your simping crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the down bad patrollees. It doesn't have to be a bad day if they turn you down. If you shoot your shot, Father, and we will be so proud. Just no incels, incest, weird shit with your pets, killing spiders, starting fires, sounding 50 at recess. No begging in the chat, no fedora hats, don't let your day walk all over you like you are a doormat. No co-leaders, we are great secret keepers. Father will do his best to stop you from being a people pleaser. Come in and have a good time, call him up and get in line. After Father we all pine communion, but without the wine we promise it will be just fine, cause he is the divine. This is your sign to join the down bad hotline. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times, he will forgive you for all your simping crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the down bad patrollees. Our Father who art in Chicago, Bestie be thy name. It doesn't have to be a bad day, though I am not great, even though he left me undelivered the night of our date. My buddy is single and he is not doing well, but we'll all feel better at the ringing of our...
Muted. Sorry, don't say muted in the chat. I know I was muted. No one's gonna say it? Okay, good. I know you guys are on a delay, but... Good evening, everybody. Let me play a little music. A little teeny music. Y'all getting the new COD? I am not getting the new Call of Duty. I made a promise to myself. Every time a new Call of Duty comes out, they're like, oh, this is the best one since blank. And I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. And then I always get it, and I'm always fucking disappointed. I'm not getting the new Call of Duty. Play some Midwest emo behind this. Midwest emo intro. I get tricked every year by Call of Duty. Every year I get tricked by it. Or I used to. It's been like 3 years since I haven't bought it. But every year they're like, oh, this is the best fucking game yet. It's just like Modern Warfare 2. Come try it. And it's always dog shit. I also don't like Battle Royales that much, except for Fortnite, because I put so much time into Fortnite that I know how to play it. And I just do no build. And I have fun. Banana-nana-nana-nana! Thank you for the 5 subs. You're better than most. Where is Satan? Listen, we gotta, as a unit, figure out how to spell Satan. That's not how you spell it. There's no I in Satan. It's 2 A's. You're saying where is Satin, in which case you're looking for a fabric. I don't have fabric for you. We want Satan? I'm not gonna go... I'm gonna have to go and do some shit. And I got this stuff on. And to get Satan to be here, it's a little bit of a process. And we already started the show. If you guys wanted Satan, you should have let me know. I would have gladly had him here. I have a lot of fun when Satan's here. Satan says what I want to say. Mayo wants Satan, I noticed. Where is that coming from? Stop. The church desk goes crazy sometimes. I like the priest stuff, bro. Well, Dex was here last time, and I was saying the time before that, let's just have a nice day. But I do want some crazy-ass stories. There's been a lot of advice being thrown around, which is good, but I want some TikTok content, you know? Does that make sense? Is that cool? How do you summon him? I don't summon him, I just have a deal with him. We're kind of friendly. You can just pray to him. You can just pray to Satan. He'll hear it. Bring out Satan. We want Satan. Play Freebird. Wait, is Deacon today? No, Dex comes on Fridays. Deacon Dex comes on Fridays. Thanks for asking about him, though. I'm sure it makes him feel good. I don't know if he's listening. 1 second. Fucking love this song. If you guys don't listen to Alvin Flames, you should. I'm sure you don't, but you should. He's fantastic. Alright, let's get into the calls. Badoop bop bop. There's a lot of people in queues so early today. Timo?
Yes.
What up, baby?
Hello.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Hello.
Hello.
So, well, I'm a little bit nervous.
You're fine. Don't even
But,
worry about it.
well, I may not have very big TikTok content for
You're
you
fine,
right
dog.
now.
That's a
but...
hope. That's not a request. So, you're good.
Oh, okay. Now, so a few months back, I had a relationship with a girl, and went pretty well, if I say so myself.
Right.
But in the end, it just went. She stopped contacting me about just problems for like weeks, and we had done a lot of shit. So it was like, what is going on? Did I do something wrong, or what is the reason why you're not talking to me?
Right.
So eventually, she told me that she was like mad about that I talked to a girl on the stairs because she just told me a funny story and I laughed about it.
Okay.
And she was mad about that. So I was like, why are you mad? And she just went on a rant on and on. So I told her that I just needed a break from all of this.
Yeah.
And then I broke up with her, and sometimes I wonder if that was the right decision.
How old are you?
I'm 14.
What do you mean you're 14? Your voice is deeper than God's. What are you talking about? Your voice is so
I'm 14.
deep. You're 14. That is insane. I don't believe you. I don't believe that. That's insane. Holy shit. Okay, regardless, I got to get my thoughts together. You did the right thing. And let me tell you why you did the right thing, okay?
Yeah.
She was insecure. A lot of people are... everyone is insecure at your age, right? But when you're that insecure, you don't love yourself enough. And if you don't love yourself enough, you can't love someone else as much as you should in a relationship. So she had to figure out some shit about herself before you could be confident in a relationship. Relationship is 90% trust. Or 75. It's a lot trust. And if she doesn't have that, and it makes her very uncomfortable when you just talk to someone else, that's a huge issue. And it's not just a 14-year-old thing. That's something you see throughout all relationships. But if that's the situation where she gets jealous to that degree, not worth being in. You're 14. Don't overthink this. Be happy you had something, but that was going to die anyway. Be happy you're the one who did the breaking up with, and move on. You learned something here. If someone gets that jealous, they're probably not ready for a relationship.
Yeah, that's true.
And I know it feels like you lost out on something here, but you really didn't. Something else will come along. That wasn't going to last forever, and you had a little fun. That's how it should be.
Yeah, that's true.
And
I mean, she was like, what was it? I'm like 1 meter 93 or some shit, and she was like 159. So it was a little bit
Re-
of an
regardless.
length difference.
Oh, you're talking about height?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were talking about weight, my guy. In America, we don't count
Oh
centimeters.
no.
So what's that in What's that in feet? I don't know. 159. I know.
Yeah, I'm like 6'3" or something, and she was very little, so it was like, this probably is not going to go very far, but
How tall are
at
you?
least
You're
I'll
14
do
and you're
my-
6'3", and your voice
Yeah.
is this deep. When did puberty hit you? When did you get all these things? I want to know. At 12, 13? When did this all happen
Well,
to
it well, one thing I must say, I come from the Netherlands, so that's why I'm also tall.
you? I didn't know that was a thing.
But
Okay.
it was like when I was 12 and we had just a whole lockdown. Literally, like in maybe 3 months, my voice went from
To burl.
naar
I hit
just to
I hit
this.
puberty super early too. I remember getting in the back of minivans for carpools, and I'd be like, "Hey, Mrs. Vigent," and they would turn around like, "What happened?" Like it happened so soon and so quickly.
Yeah,
But it's not. I mean, I didn't get taller. That's the thing. So, you got a bright future ahead of you. Thank you for being a fan in the Netherlands. For some reason, there's a lot of you, and just keep trucking. You got a bright future. Just keep going. Don't worry about what's going on in the past. You learned something. That's all you can get. That's all you can ask for in a relationship.
yes.
All right. Bless your heart, you scary, scary man.
Thank you, man. I had a great time.
No problem, bro. Bless your heart. You shitting me? What am I supposed to do about that? I hate when I post TikToks or any kind of content where I bring up my height because it's funny. 5'7" is a funny height. It's a clown height. And kids are like, well, I'm 11 years old and I'm 6'7". It's like, go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit. No reason to bring that up. It just hurts my feelings. Also, if anyone wants to comment on it, I do have a... Just fucking blew my finger up today. Slice of potatoes. Womp! It was one of those cuts that was so deep it didn't bleed immediately, and I started to panic. I might need a stitch. I don't know. It stopped bleeding, but it took a long time. And I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait this out. Because finger stitches are apparently the worst ones. Short Kings rise up. Nah, he has a 14-year-old kid. He's not 14. Maybe I misheard him. Up next, the anime junkie.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
I just wanted to explain a story.
Sure.
Like, I need some advice. Like, okay, let me explain.
Go ahead.
So earlier this year, I went to college, and I met this girl, right?
Mhm.
And when I met this girl, we were talking. We connected a lot, and we enjoyed each other's company. She was really nice. She had nice friends and everything. After a few weeks, she texted me, she drunk texted me, that she really likes me.
All right.
Yeah. And she drunk texted me, and then when she drunk texted me, she again said that oh, could you go out? Yeah, she asked me the question after a few weeks, and then I said, yeah, we could go. Let's go start going out. And then we were dating for 3 months, I think. Yeah, 3 months, around 3 months, and then we broke up because I made a really bad joke about something really dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a really bad joke about something really dark.
Yeah. Gotta be careful with that shit, pimp. Know your audience.
Yeah, exactly. So when I made the joke, it was she didn't take it quite well. And I tried to explain myself, but I ended up making the situation worse.
Put down the shovel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I got this email from another like university from another country about leaving.
About leaving?
Yeah,
What do you mean? What are you talking about? You got like another country from another university from another country like asked you to go to their college,
yeah.
and you're considering it just because you broke up with a girl?
No, it's like hard to explain. It's like, okay, let me explain like this. Like I got the message while we were dating.
Okay.
Yeah, I got like the email from the university while we were dating. And when I got the email, um I didn't know how to tell her. So like, I got to a point like I made the joke and then like we broke up about it and then like it was really dark. And then like she wanted to get back together. And then like I didn't like I didn't tell her about the whole university thing. And then like she was wondering why I didn't want to get back together and whatever. And then it's like it's kind of like I disappeared because I didn't tell her I was leaving for university.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of like I just disappeared out of nowhere. And then it's more like, okay, probably could I like tell you the joke that I made?
Sure.
Yeah, it was like some joke about like I made a joke about suicide. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I joke about suicide with my friends that, you know, I have a couple friends who have bad mental health, and we can joke about that. But it's also one of those things where
yeah,
you got to know if it's okay, because she might have a relative who did it, or she might have thought of it herself. And she's not ready to go with that kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's like you just got to be really careful. That's one of those subjects, like 9/11. You know what I mean? Like there's some good 9/11 jokes, but if someone's father died in 9/11, you probably not make that joke around them. It's all
yeah,
about noting your
exactly.
audience. But I do want
Yeah,
to say,
exactly.
in terms of the situation you're in, where it's like you didn't bring up the other school and you kind of like left out of nowhere, even though there is a relationship there, you guys did break up, and she broke up with you, and it's one of those
Yeah,
things where you don't owe her a lot. You're not
yeah,
gonna stick around. You don't have to give her updates on your life. You guys broke up, so I wouldn't feel too bad about that.
yeah. The thing is that like I do feel bad about like the whole joke thing because like it's like how you said, it's like she actually had like thoughts about it when like she was younger.
Right.
She actually contemplating like doing it, and then like I made the joke, and it was like she thought I didn't take it like as serious, and then like I did take it, like I took it seriously. I did take it seriously, and the fact that she feels that I didn't take it seriously is kind of like kind of what bothered me. Yeah,
So
I don't like what bothered me.
we have two things you can do. One thing you're gonna have to do, but you can always. I don't know if you've done this yet. You don't have to restart a relationship, but just since this is eating at you, you can always send a voice memo, a phone call, or a text message saying like, "Hey, I just want to let you know, this is really eating me up. Say pretty much what you said to me. This is killing me, and it sucks that you think of me this way. It's something I think about a lot, and it's embarrassing, and I hate it, and that's just. I hope you know that I really think about that seriously. It's just how I handle situations with sense of humor. So you can have that. You can just send that message. Don't expect anything back, but it'll take a load off your mind, letting her know that how you feel about the situation. Second thing you do is with people. Like I say this a lot, but people, when you make mistakes, it's hard to justify them or also wasn't what I'm looking for. Take it in because they're standing right in front of you. Nothing really changed except for the relationship, and you can't tangibly see or touch the relationship, so it feels weird. You don't really understand what happened. But what we can do here is it's a lost relationship, but we learn from it. That's all you can do is learn from
Yeah,
the situation. So nothing you can do now. You feel really shit about it, but it's a mistake. You're gonna make a million of those before you die. Hopefully in a long time.
yeah,
But
that's true.
the only thing you
Yeah,
can do when you make a mistake is learn from it. You can't go back in time. So take that with a grain of salt, run with it, and just make sure the next time you're in a situation like that, be smart. Before you're about to make that big step, kind of dig a little deeper, find out if it's okay. They're making jokes about it, go for it. But, read the room.
okay, yeah, totally. Thanks for the advice.
No problem, bud. Have a good one.
Oh, okay, thanks.
All right, before we get to the next call, is everyone paying attention? I do want to do something. Well, first of all, I want to do this. I brought this screen back. if you think about donating to the show, how about instead subscribing to the Patreon? We have a Patreon, and I would like all of you to join it, because you get shit out of it instead of just... You get nothing for giving me donations here, which I really appreciate, all your subs, but you get nothing for it. At least on the Patreon, you get direct access to asking me for advice, because I can't answer all your Discord DMs, because there's so many Discord DMs, or Instagram DMs, if you give a mouse a cookie. You also get to be in the special server where we play video games, which we're going to play tomorrow. I hope we play Among Us. I really like playing Among Us last time. But there's that. Anyway, what I want to do is, on our Instagram, I asked everyone what's the most down that bad they've been for Halloween. And I want to go over some of the answers if that's okay with everybody. I hope that wasn't an explosion. I heard something outside and that kind of scared me. I'm poor. I'm not saying you have to do it, but if you're already thinking of giving me money, which some of you do for some god-known reason, do it to the Patreon. It's way better. I'll give you a shout-out. I give them all shout-outs. All right. I lost my virginity to a girl I didn't like while Rob Zombie's Dragula was playing on the car radio. That's horrific. That's tough. Why did you lose your virginity to a girl you didn't like? I get it. That's what I did. I shouldn't have said that. No, I shouldn't have said what I just said. But I get it. But Dragula? Is that the one that's like, Dragula? That's horrible. Bow with the sickness, bow with the chicken, bow. That's horrible. Oh my god, I can't think of a worse song to lose your virginity to. Oh my god, that's horrible. A friend of mine saw his girlfriend making out with another guy in the same costume as he was. Well, she might have been drunk. She might have misread the room. Depends on the costume. If it was like one of those full dinosaur costumes, she might have just made the mistake. Don't put that on him. So people are just sending memes? I didn't know you could do that. Obligatory fucked a pumpkin story. Not much to it. Cut a hole and went to town. Still uses it for a decoration. That's not obligatory. I don't think that's like a common thing people do. Fucking pumpkins. People smash pumpkins. They carve pumpkins. I don't think they fuck pumpkins. Guys. Is this what my community is? I guess the community on Instagram is a little different than the community. What the fuck? Going into an abandoned mansion with a girl and her hiding and then screaming. That's not down bad. That's just Halloween activities. The school shortly after her mom called the police. Oh, this is a two-parter. Okay, I'm not doing that. My girlfriend cheated on me on Halloween. Have a better story. Sorry, that was mean. Dressed like a cat maid to hang with her on Halloween. That's a dub, bro. Be your best femboy self. Whatever you got to do. All right? It's cold out there. It's barren. Swing for the fences. Dress up like a cat maid. I dressed up like a watermelon. I was Watermelon Post Malone. Post-Water Malone. I turned a lesbian straight, and then a bit later we broke up and she went trans. Okay, you did not turn a lesbian straight. That is a 12-year-old. Who said this? That is such an outsider look at what happened there. She was just going through a lot of things, and you're like, yeah, I showed up with my man penis, switched her up real quick, and then I made her trans. He literally finished that with, I effed her up pretty bad. You had nothing to do with that. You fucking moron. You Neanderthal. You were probably something that made her realize, wow, this shit isn't for me, but you had nothing to do with her transitioning, you fucking idiot. Alright, one more. Ah! Maybe two more. Rubbed one to an x-ray. Rubbed one to x-ray nudes, like you could only see the skeleton. Is this a doctor? Why is my green screen so fucked? What happened? What happened? Why is it like this? Guys, I need a studio. I can't keep doing this out of my room. The lighting is so fucky. Oh, that made it worse. Okay. Key Rice. There we go. And now the sun's going to set again, and it's going to fuck everything up. I need blackout shades. Alright, one more. Oh my god, you wrote 5 messages, dude. I'm not going to read all those. Obligatory fuck the pumpkin story made me laugh pretty hard. At my band's Halloween show, a girl threw her underwear at me and said, I'll throw more. No, I'm not going to read all that. That's boring. A girl who liked me in 7th grade once said to me, I was outside your house last night. See, these aren't good stories. You guys suck. Once in a relationship for 8 months, girl cheated on me since 4th one. She broke up. That's not Halloween-based. Had a girl try to do the devil's tango with me in a water park. She looked like a witch. That's not down bad. You're just an asshole. God, some of these are just sad. You guys bum me out. I guess when it's anonymous, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to say some fucked up shit. All right. On to the next call. Sorry for waiting so long. Dancing Doggos.
Oh,
Hi.
hello. Hi.
What's up?
Nothing much. What's up with you? Actually, a lot, but hi.
Hi, I'm here.
I'm very nervous.
Go ahead. Shoot your shot. Say what you gotta say.
Okay. So it's like 2 stories, but like one of them is really quick.
Okay.
So currently, my current situation. This is the short one. So there's this girl in my 5th period class that I really like, and I think she likes me back because like she does things that like my girl best friend says that girls do when they like guys. So for example, like she's facing her dominant side of her body towards me like most of the day, like most of the class. And then she also like never breaks eye contact, and she gets touchy with me too.
Okay.
And she laughs at all my jokes. And you know that like when somebody like is genuinely laughing, they have that like chicken feet next to their eye.
Yeah, crow's feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she has that, and like another big indicator I think is she like smiles and looks away, but like continues to smile.
Okay.
Like looks at me, smiles, and like looks away.
I would say 70% of that. I think we got a lot of good signs here. But we're kind of getting
Yeah.
into the pseudoscience, like the dominant part of her facing you and not breaking eye contact. Don't read too much into that. That's some fucking
Yeah.
hoopla. But laughing at your jokes is nice, and that shows that she has a genuine interest in you as a person, so that's a good start.
Mhm.
The laughing and looking away is nice because she's a little shy when she's talking to you. That's a good sign.
Mhm.
Those are the 2 things I would focus on. But it seems like you're doing well. But whoever told you that mumbo jumbo, that's not how humans are. Every human's different. And once you get into that thing,
Okay.
you get into like the Instagram pickup artists who are like, if she's facing 90 degrees and your body's at a tilt, like that shit's not real. Every human's different, and she just might be like an outgoing person when it comes to like eye contact or whatever. Like I have a hard time with eye contact sometimes. That's just me. My friend stares my roommate's Connor. He's got baby blue eyes that stare into your soul, and when he's talking to you, there's no break in eye contact. It makes me so uncomfortable that like I have to like look at my shoes while he talks to me. That being said, we have a lot of good signs here, so I think it's a good idea to one, you're talking to her a lot, you're shooting your shot, go for it, dude.
Okay, cool. Also, we were born in the same hospital.
Well, that
Like-
I've heard that's
like-
it's at the same time.
No, that's just like something interesting. No, not at the
Okay,
same
okay.
time. Like that's just something interesting that like I was like, okay, I thought she was Latina, but she's Arab, and I'm Arab,
Oh, word.
and we were we were born in the same city, in the same country, in the same town, pretty much.
Are you still in that town and city and country?
No, we're in America. Like we
Whoa.
moved like after we were born.
Okay, so that's what I was gonna say. Because when people are like, "Oh my god, we're born in the same hospital," I'll be like, yeah, we're both in the same small fucking town. No shit, we were born in the same hospital.
No, yeah,
But yeah, that's
Fuck
fucking
no.
crazy. Okay, that's actually cool. Yeah.
right, yeah. So and then I was telling my boys about it, and then they were like, "Dude, there's no way you guys are like soulmates
Destiny,
or
yeah.
something." I'm like, it was like funny watching them react to that, but I don't think us being born in the same hospital is like clarifying us as
No,
soulmates.
I mean, unless you believe in magic. I'm doing my best not to believe in magic anymore. Like knock on wood, all that shit. Like it's all made up.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
doing my best
no,
not
I
to
don't
believe in it.
believe in all that. Yeah,
But then again, I'll be
Yeah.
afraid of ghosts at 2 a.m. when I gotta go pee. So who knows? Anyway, next, do you have one more thing?
and yeah. So wait, how much time do I have?
Like 5 minutes altogether, but we're doing good.
Okay.
We're doing good.
I gotta be quick. So last year there was this girl. I was a sophomore last year. 15 years old. I have a late birthday, and she's like 18 or like 17 or something. She's a senior, and I like fell like super hard for her because she would like lead me on. Like she would flirt. You know that when a girl like looks up at you and like
I don't know
just
that
like
feeling.
gives that look.
No.
Okay, no, it's okay. You'll find. My bad.
Continue.
Um, so like she would lead me on, and like she would do shit like call me Hayati in Arabic, which means my world. That's something
Oh,
you
someone
say
else
to like.
said that a long time ago. That's like a really pretty thing that's in the Arab countries.
Yeah.
That's adorable, yeah.
Yeah. So she would say that to me, and then she would say like, "Oh no, I just call my friends that." I'm like, okay, but you know I'm Arab, and you know like what that means for Arabs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she would like, God, I'm blanking so hard right now.
Oh, whatever. She was flirting with you.
Yeah, she would flirt like so hard. We'd be talking 24/7. We would have, we would wake up at like 4 a.m. FaceTime to pray together. And like I guess like none of that meant anything to her, as more than just a friend.
Yeah, that's the hard part, dog. That's okay. So
Yeah.
the advice in this situation is always confirm. Even though it's scary, if you're in deep with something like this and you're like, oh, I'm sure this is a thing, you're never sure. Some people are flirtatious. Some people are bored. You don't know what the fuck's going on, and it's scary to confirm because if you go like, hey, so like, are we doing something here? And they say no, then you lose everything. But
Yeah.
it's better to lose everything than to think you have something you don't have.
Yeah.
2 in the hand is worth 1 in the bush. Whatever the fuck that saying is, and I didn't even say it right. It's the opposite of what that saying is. It's better to go chase something than it is to pretend you have something.
Okay, that makes more sense. I don't know what you were trying to say with the bushes.
Yeah. No, I know what that fucking means.
But yeah. Also, she's like during that time that she was like leading me on and like texting me 24/7, like talking with me, she would like open up about her problems, like literally like everything that was going on in her life I knew about. And she was in love with this guy from Egypt who was still in Egypt, who she'd known online for 2 years. And she said that he like could hack and like he knew about the guys that she was texting. Also, she only has guy friends, which I think is like kind of bogus. But and that like made me like jealous back then. But I'm cool now. I got after that shit happened. I like solidified.
Right.
I guess you could say. But yeah, she would like talk to like a million different guys, and she randomly sent me pictures of a dude asleep on FaceTime with her.
Yeah.
Just completely out of the blue.
Yeah. Okay.
And like, oh my god, I can't even get into the crazy stuff too.
So.
Oh my god.
Listen.
So much happened with her.
Some people.
It was insane.
Like her. I'm assuming she was pretty, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
A lot of pretty people, guys do this too. They get attention for doing nothing, and they get addicted to that attention.
Yeah.
And if they, I always say if I was in their position, I'd probably do the same thing. But you cast a wide net. You're texting 10 different dudes. They're all fucking dropping at, kneeling at your feet, worshiping you. And then you're like, oh, he hasn't texted me in a couple days. I'm gonna send him a fucked up picture, see how he reacts. I'm bored. Like they see people as objects, and it sucks that was a part of you. But like you said, you kind of moved on. You're doing better. This kind of gave you a little wake up call. You're better than that. Never let that shit happen to you again. But
of course,
those people exist, and once you find out those people exist, it's a harsh wake up call where you're like, oh, people just suck. People can just fucking suck. That's like the worst part about being a human is you're like, oh my god, we're on different levels of humanity. You're just up there in the clouds being a dick, and no one's gonna stop you.
Yeah. All of that on top of my fake ass friend group last year too. They planned a whole like hangout at the mall. They wanted to hang out at the mall. They planned it for a week in front of me. Not a single one of them invited me. Like none of them even included me in the conversation.
Okay, we don't have time to unpack all that, but
yeah, I know we do not have time.
Are we out of that friend group now?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I've like blocked and unadded most of them.
That's all you got to do. As I always say, friend groups come and go. Sometimes a couple of them stick around, but you're just collecting. You're collecting the Chaos Emeralds. You're collecting Pokemon. You know what I mean? You're building your team. If you could pick a few out of the groups and then make your own super friend group, is what usually happens by the end of senior year. It's usually how it goes. So I wish you the best of luck with that.
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem, son. Bless your heart.
Have a good day. You too.
That poor person. Oh, also, Bet My Fortune with the sub. Thank you so much. As an asexual, the show helps me with nothing, but is so very entertaining. I'm studying you all under a microscope. Unnerving, but thank you, Bet My Fortune. Congratulations on being openly asexual. I wish I could do that. I wish I could give up on sex. Well, I'm not saying that's what you did, but I wish I could just jump into that world. It'd make things a lot less complicated. Oh, I got a raid with 2 people. Swell. Thanks for bringing people to the Damn Bad Church. All 2 of them. I'll take everyone I can get. It's like door-to-door Mormonism. What do they do? What are the people? Jehovah's Witness. When I get raided, it's like Jehovah's Witness people. We're bringing the church to them. You know? We're bothering the piss out of people. So thank you. Swell, thank you for the follow. XGM, thank you for the follow. Keep digging that hole, Father. Yeah, I'll put down the shovel. We all know I mean well. I'm just a moron. Mr. Cybot.
Yo, what's up?
What is a Cybot? Is that your last name?
What is a It's my name backwards. Toby.
Tobias.
Cybot.
So do you play Mortal Kombat?
No, I do not. I have had that a lot.
Okay.
I've had that too many times.
That's why I was trying to remember what I knew that from. There's that character named Cybot, who's Tobias Boone. Okay. Anyways, go ahead.
All right. Okay. So my story. So it's gonna be about breakup. So I met this girl a year ago. We started dating due to mutual friends, and she said some stuff in WhatsApp that I didn't agree with. I'll tell the stuff now. She said she fucked her cousin and her stepfather. And yeah, that is fucked up. So I yeeted the fuck out of there. I ran, immediate breakup. The moment she said that, I broke up. Like, I think that is the best thing to do.
Yeah, I would say so.
And then, so she wasn't in my class. So I was like, okay, we broke up. That's it. Now this year, she is in my class, and she is spreading lies to the people in my class about me being a terrible person and she having broken up with me. Well, that is not the case.
Does everyone know she banged her cousin?
No, she does not, and I am the only person that knows that. Don't forget the stepfather, by the way. Don't forget the stepfather.
Well, I feel like that's less catchy as cousin fucker. Okay. In my head, it's true. Like, she's talking shit about you. It's like, well, she banged her cousin, so I don't really care much about that. I'm not, it's not nice to spread, it's maybe not your place to say that, but if she's making up shit about you, Yeah,
she said I was abusive and stuff, while she is the one that lying about everything she's saying. Like, her biggest lie, in my opinion, is saying that she doesn't lie to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
We are in the winning circuit right now, in the sense of, it's like, have you ever heard the "I'm the Man Who Walked on the Moon" parable?
No,
when you go to a party and say Neil Armstrong's there. Is that him? The guy who walked on the moon? Neil Armstrong, right?
Yeah, I know him.
I couldn't remember. I get him and Louis Armstrong mixed up. But Neil Armstrong walked on the moon. You can tell as many stories around the table as you want, try and one-up each other, but at the end of the day, he could just say, I walked on the moon, and that's the end of the fucking gamble. It's over. He's the winner. He's the only person, one of the only people who've ever walked on the moon, so he gets the best story. You have the trump card. You have the walked on the moon situation. If they talk shit and everyone points fingers at you, be like, she fucked her cousin. I don't want to hear it. And then everyone will understand your side, and she'll disappear.
Oh, the thing is, she's like a little angel in everybody's eyes, so they will probably believe her over me, which makes me seem like a bad person.
Did you ever get screenshots of that WhatsApp?
Oh, damn. Thank you for that.
I mean, how do you not think of that?
Oh. But then she's probably say, oh, I lied. Well,
then she's known as a liar. And then you could say, well, I broke up with you because of a weird lie. And then once again, golden.
Even worse, she said her stepfather was in the Russian mafia and that they preyed on her and did stuff. I'm like, what the you live in Belgium, in one of the most clean cities ever, in one of the most clean neighborhoods ever. What do you mean?
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, you can whatever. She fucked her cousin, so I don't give a shit about that other story. Listen, I'm gonna let you go, but Jesus Christ.
I want to say one more thing.
Yeah.
Your mustache still looks like 2 beavers kissing. I'm sorry.
I'll see ya. I'll see you later. Beavers? Not beavers. Beavers don't look like this. Beavers don't have tails. It's rats. At the very least, capybaras. Not beavers, you fucking idiot. Sorry. Who came in first? Fluffy or Small Toes? Does WhatsApp show if you took a screenshot? Who gives a shit? But using that trump card can can be using a nuclear option. Mutually assured destruction. Small Toes, what's up?
Hello, how are you?
Good. Why is your name Small Toes?
Well, why do you think?
Because you have small toes?
You are correct. I do have quite small toes.
Why are you advertising that?
I've decided to, instead of being insecure about it, just to embrace it and just make it who I am.
Okay. I've never thought about my toes. You have small feet or just small toes?
Just the toes. Just the toes. It's a very unproportionate, actually.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Proud of you. Go ahead. What's your story?
Thank you. So it's more of advice, if you don't mind me
Yeah,
asking.
sure.
All right. So I've been out of the dating game for a bit. I'm ready to get back in, and I'm ready to. There's this person I've been talking to, and I just don't know how to approach. So I don't know if I could describe this person to you, and maybe you could give me ways how I can, swoop in.
Okay.
All right. So like, they have like longer hair, maybe a little silky, oily. Quite religious, which is a big point for me. But sometimes they like being Satan. It's a little odd, if you ask me. They're very good with their words. They give great advice. Super easy to talk to. Super fun to talk to. When they're helping other people, it's always great to listen to them.
Hmm.
A little on the smaller side, shorter side, but that's okay with me. And yeah, other than, I mean, they enjoy playing video games, enjoys talking, doing things, and yeah,
Right.
I don't know if you can help me out talking to this very specific person.
Right. Do I know this person by any chance?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not. Yeah.
All right. Oh my god. I don't know how to handle dog. Okay, listen. First of all, what do you I mean, I'm going to go ahead and acknowledge the fact that you're talking about me. Okay? We're going to jump that hoop.
Okay. I'm glad we've prefaced that. Yes.
Okay. So, here's the thing. Two things. One, I am not single. That's a pretty good easy escape for me. I am not single.
Escape.
Yeah, escape from this. Listen. It's not a bad thing that you're interested in me. I'll take that. I'll take
Right.
that all day. But it's an
All right.
escape in the sense of one, I have a lot of reasons why I wouldn't go through with this. Okay? And it's nothing against you.
Okay.
I don't know what you look
Sure.
like.
Not the small toes. It's not.
No, I don't. I could not give a fuck about the. Don't be self-conscious about your small piggies.
Okay. Sorry. I was getting there. I was getting there for a bit.
Listen,
Okay.
hey, I don't mind small. Listen, if you had no toes, I'd be happy. Toes freak me out. So, listen,
Oh, wow.
I don't know what you look like, right?
Right.
Do you identify as a man?
I do.
Okay, I don't swing that way. Sorry, partner.
No.
Straight up the line. I have a girlfriend,
Okay.
and also, I don't really know you that well, and I get the idea of, I always tell people to shoot their shot, but I like to get to know someone before I really shoot. Really, I kind of go for it, accept a date. And at the end of the day, I do have a girlfriend, so I'm gonna have to deny your request. But hey, I appreciate you shooting the shot. Not a big fan that you called my hair oily, but I get it. It is pretty oily. But now I'm self-conscious about that.
No, don't be. It's quite a look, actually.
Like Severus
it's quite a
Snape,
look.
right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You know it. Yeah.
Sure. So,
Yeah.
I want you to take this energy, this confidence,
Yes.
in front of 170 people to shoot your shot with a man on the internet, and put it towards someone in real life, and really shoot that shot that way. All right?
All right, I'm gonna do my best. Thank you, Father.
No problem. Have a great one, Small Toes.
You too.
It took me way too long. It took me way too long to find out what he was doing. I was really sold into help this kid out. And then he's like, he's very religious. Then he said he dresses up like Satan, and I was like, fuck. Tug, do you remember the meme I made about your mustache? Of course I do. I know a great pizza place here in Chicago. Pineapple Man. First of all, we all know a great pizza place. It's Chicago. I don't like deep dish. I like Sbarro. I like trash pizza. But I don't trust people. I don't want to go outside. I haven't been outside in like 5 days. Notice my translucent skin. I don't see the sun. Up next, Fluffy. Hey, Fluffy.
Hey,
What up?
can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's going on?
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Hey.
Okay, so you remember a while back when I was talking to you, not you, Miss Satan, and I was going on about, should I home wreck or should I not home wreck? Do you remember that?
I'm assuming Satan told you to home wreck.
Yeah, he told me to home wreck, and I wrecked. I mean, I went over and I laid it down. I got it wet, and might I say, Father, it was a marvelous.
Okay. Listen,
But
that I wish you did just say what you just said, dog. Come on. Don't fucking say that, dog. That was so visceral. What the fuck? Let's skip this part.
it was
No, we're skipping this part. Why are you calling? Jesus Christ. Oh.
okay. Well, okay. Look, I listened to Satan, and it was good for the moment. What wasn't good, was are the consequences I'm going through right now. I'm getting death threats.
Yeah, no shit. Why would you listen to Satan? It should have been known that you don't listen to Satan.
Look, Satan was cool. Like, how could I not listen to Satan?
Have you not read any story about... He's always cool. Satan's always cool. He's very convincing, but you don't listen to him. He has horns.
Look, maybe I found the horns cool, and maybe I was feeling a little some way at that time. And look, I laid it down, but now I'm feeling the consequences. What should I do?
Run? I don't know. Learn how to fight? Buy a gun? Protect yourself? You fucked up. You're in the shit.
No. Well, look. I could take the man. Look, I could take the boyfriend in a fight. He's not a problem, right?
Right.
But he has friends.
Yeah.
And getting jumped isn't fun, I assume.
Dog, listen. First of all, I have been jumped like 3 times. It is not fun. What you gotta realize is if you win a fight, then you gotta go fight a bunch of people. And when you fight a bunch of people get involved on your side. And then people start buying bats and guns, and then gangs are formed. That's how the inner cities are destroyed. By one fucking dude banging some other dude's chick. So, you goofed, dog. It's over. I don't have any advice for you besides, good luck. You're home wrecked. I wish you didn't listen to Satan. I assumed you wouldn't. Was it worth it?
I mean, I did say it was marvelous, so yeah, kind of. But I mean, like, it couldn't have been the worst idea. I mean, but I mean, to make it somewhat better, she does want round 2.
Dog, is she broken up?
Oh yeah.
I mean, fucking. What do you have?
Bro,
what do you have to lose?
Bro, she cheated on the man with me.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they'd be broken up.
Oh yeah.
But
some people stick through that. Some people are into that. You never know. But at the end of the day, dude, fucking, what do you have to lose with this? By going for a round 2.
I mean, actually, you're right. I mean, I kind of. Can I seek forgiveness? Is this like part of the confessional, Father?
I'm not gonna give it to you. I mean.
Why not? Wait, but I'm a wait. What if I'm a patron?
Are you?
Yeah.
What's your name on Patreon?
That's a good question. Probably like the Fluffy 508, something like that.
Okay. Are you from Massachusetts?
What? No.
Oh, 508's the area code for Massachusetts. Anyways.
Oh, I have no idea.
What you need to realize is, are you Catholic?
No.
Alright, so I'm a Catholic priest. That's my shtick, alright? And when you go into the confession booth and I absolve you of your sins, you can't just go in there and rattle off everything you do and then get absolved from it. The priest can lie. The priest can do what he can do and say you're absolved, but if you're not sorry about it in your heart, then you don't get absolved. You don't get into heaven, and Jesus knows. And at the end of the day, I literally just got you to admit if it was worth it or not, and you said it was worth it. So it doesn't seem like you're that sorry.
Like it was a little worth it. Okay, I can change.
That's fine. I'm just saying, until you come to full realization that you're sorry for your sins, I can't help you. Sorry, pimp. You're gonna have to learn another way. And if you go and bang her again, you're absolutely not sorry. But I do suggest you do it, cause fuck it.
I mean, I you know what? Yeah, you make a good point. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, Father.
Okay. Well, you're absolved of the sins that you may or may not be actually sorry for. If you're actually sorry for them, go ahead and go to heaven. But if you're not, which I'm sure you're not, good luck. Bless your heart, son.
All right, thank you, Father. I love you.
Love you too. This man's making an extreme mockery of Catholicism? What are you... I'm making a mockery of Catholicism? I'm making a mockery of Catholicism? I think that was the Catholic Church for the past 150 years. Don't you think the Catholics went too far? That's a quote from Bill Burr. But Jesus Christ. Don't you think you're going too far with the Catholics? Don't you think the Catholics went too far, dog? They're touching kids. Sorry. How do you stay in that? What do you mean? Oh, the other guy. Okay. All right. Okay, now I understand. Got it. I was like, who? We're all good people here. It's okay to be a Christian, but to not see the flaws in Catholicism. Oh, this guy calls in a lot. What is going on? Join voice chat. Yes. Hello? What the hell's going on? What is going on?
Hello?
Sorry, I'm gonna... 1 second. A lot of things just got fucked up. What's up?
Are we good? Are we alive?
We're here.
Okay. Is my thing good?
You're good.
Okay. Hey,
Hi.
I'm back.
Yeah, I remember your name. What'd you call about?
Well, I talked about how to get into a relationship, and then I talked about fighting.
Oh,
in my
right.
Fight Club.
Okay, yeah.
This is kind of an update, but I also need hype in my life, and I saw your last stream, and you hyped up one guy, so I need hype.
Okay.
So, update, she broke up with me because she was like, I'm not looking... It was serious and it was fun, but, she sent me an email saying, you're demoted to hookup friend now.
She sent you an email?
Yes, she sent me an email saying, you're demoted to guy who I used to date, but you can apply to hookup person.
That's a fun way
Which
of
is
handling
funny.
that.
Well, we had great sense of humor. I made really bad jokes. She made really bad jokes, and she sent me that.
Okay, so where are we at right now?
So where I'm at right now is I'm kind of fat, and I'm not focusing on school like I'm supposed to, and I'm kind of down in the dumps
Right.
because of that.
Yeah?
Because I haven't been going to the gym.
Mhm.
I haven't been focusing on my career as a firefighter. I don't think I mentioned that, but I want to be a firefighter, and I haven't been focusing on that.
Okay.
And I've been kind of lazy and fat and not really focusing on what's important.
Right.
So I need help.
Okay. Well, the hype is... So you're in college, right?
Yes.
So the worst thing about college is that you realize that no one's there. No one's gonna hold your hand. And that shit sucks. Because, I used to wake up because my mom woke me up. Then I used to go to school because my mom made me go to school. And I used to play hockey because my dad made me play hockey. I like playing hockey, but, I wouldn't go. I would if I didn't have to go to practice, I wouldn't. And then you go to college. I didn't work out all throughout college. I didn't eat right all throughout college. I drank too much. I smoked too much. I slept in. Skipped class. Failed a couple. But didn't work on my career. I went to Chicago to do improv. I went to 3 classes and fucking said fuck that. It's one of those things where you're like, how do people do all this shit? You know what I mean? Like you see an adult with a big watch and a nice suit, and he's going to work, and he's like, he's got his shit together. That's what you think, right?
Yeah.
You gotta understand that no one has their shit together, except for psychopaths like Christian Bale in that movie American Psycho, where he's got everything to a T to a minute. There's people like that, but it's one step at a time. This is how I talk to my therapist, and this is what I was taught. So pick whatever you want to focus on first. You want to get back in the gym, you want to work on school, whatever you want to do first. Let's say gym, right? So you say fuck it, set a timer on your phone. This time I'm going to the gym, and going to the gym's easy because once you're there, you might as well do it. You just got to get through the door. So get to the gym and set a timer or whatever for 30 minutes, and then do that for a week. And just promise yourself you'll do this one thing, because if you look at the big ball of all the shit you got to do, it's very overwhelming. But if you just focus on one thing, get it done. So gym, let's say that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get the gym thing going, and then you realize it's a pattern. You get one more thing in there. So then I'm going to study for 30 minutes at a time. Probably focus on studying first, actually, here in school. So studying, then you go to the gym, and then you can show yourself how much you can juggle over time just by doing it. And you realize that everyone else is doing this shit too. It's not as hard as you think. You just have to jump into it. But
yeah,
I know you're down in the dumps, but you're down in the dumps because of things that you can control, which is the best way to be down in the dumps. I mean, you got dumped. That sucks. But dating sucks.
Got demoted.
What'd you say?
I got demoted.
You got demoted,
She said.
exactly. And that's that's a great way to get broken up with. It's lighthearted and it sucks, but it's not actually saying you're a piece of shit. It just happens. And that's what dating is. Dating is finding out what's perfect for you. And that wasn't perfect for you, so we move on. We keep looking. But now we're here. Now we can focus on the things that you can change. And the things you can change are right in front of you. You just got to start changing them. Do them one at a time. Do one, then you can do two, then you can do three, then you can do four, and then you'll be The Rock or fucking, whoever can, the superstars who seem like they can do everything. They're doing everything because they learned they could do it over time. You just got to jump into it. Take it slow, but do each one thing.
Okay.
Then you look back on yourself 6 months now and you'll be like, wow, I got all that shit figured out. And it wasn't even that hard. I just had to do it.
Yeah.
But you got to do it. You keep saying yeah like you're not going to do it. You got to do it.
No, I get it. I past me did all that was I started slow and I worked up to it where I can juggle like 5 things. Like in high school, my senior year, I was juggling a cadet academy,
right,
doing swim, doing combatives, and having a girlfriend. Like I juggled all those things. Now I'm back at 0, and it's very hard to get back into 4.
This is also not to unmotivate you, but it's going to be harder because you don't have a structure of system. You know what I mean? You don't go to a building for 8 hours a day, and then afterwards you have things to do that you don't really have to leave school for, and you're supposed to be there, and people will be disappointed if you're not there, so you're still going to go. You don't have a support system anymore. So this is it's really showing, and it's going to be hard. That's why I'm suggesting doing one at a time. But once you do it alone, then you're capable of anything. Then you'll see that you're worth some shit.
Alright.
Alright?
Alright, thank you, Father.
No
I would take your advice and I'll try it. I'll try it out for at least 2 months.
There is no try, only do, son. Alright?
Yeah, I will do.
Alright, bless your heart.
Bless your heart, bye.
W for hockey. L hockey. I didn't realize you guys would catch on to that. Jesus Christ. I just became a Patreon member. Thank you, Pineapple Man. Speaking of which, I'll give Patreon shoutouts in the next stream, because apparently we have some new patrons. But if you're going to donate money, might I suggest the Patreon instead of subbing? The Patreon. Let me put on some infomercial music real quick. That's not infomercial music. Here we go. Do you have an undying wish to give me money? Wait, that's a bad start. Let me try that again. Do you have a lot of money and don't know what to do with it? No, it's not right either. Do you want to support a hungry creator who dresses up like a priest for your online amusement? Might I suggest joining our Patreon? If you were to give me money through this system, Twitch takes a lot of it, and you don't get anything out of it. With the Patreon, there are tiers, and things you can earn, and you get to play video games with me, and hang out. And if you need personal advice, I'll just give it to you. Fuck it. Join the Patreon. Alright, got that done. Anyway, back to the calls. Was that good? Was that a good infomercial? I think I nailed that. Thank you for being... There's only one tier. Well, tiers I meant about different things you can get. You get more than one thing. And we're doing a podcast on the Patreon that I've only done one episode for, but I'm doing more soon. Was that hype? I'll clip that. Waffly. I wonder if we're gonna get a girl on the stream today. Some days it's all girls. Some days there's no girls.
Hello?
Oh! Hey, how we doing?
Pretty good, how are you?
Did you hear what I just said?
No, I did not hear anything you said.
I was wondering if we'll get a girl on the stream today. We haven't had one yet. So, hi.
I just arrived. Yay!
Welcome. What can I do for you?
So, I just have a little funny story. I thought that would just make like lighten up the mood. So
I'm here for it.
Okay. So I've liked this guy for about 5 years, since like grade 10, and I'm like in university right now. I'm like my 3rd year of university, and I do still like him.
Are you in Canada?
I'm not gonna lie. Yes.
Okay.
How'd you know?
Because you sound American, but you said university.
Yes. There you go.
But okay, yeah, continue.
But yeah, like I'm in college now and everything, and I just in like my first year of college, I decided, okay, I'm gonna shoot my shot because I've liked this guy for so freaking long. Like, I've liked him. And I was like, oh, hey, dude. I texted him on Instagram. And he was like, hey, dude, how you doing? He's like, good. I'm on Hinge right now. I was like, oh, whoops. Okay. I was like, okay, cool. And he was like, yeah, there was this really cute girl that kind of has the same nationality as you. And she's like really pretty. But I told her I can't date her because I'm going to go away for university. Do you think I made the right choice? And I was like, why the fuck are you asking for my advice? I don't know.
What the fuck?
I know, right? And I was like, man, this kind of hurts because I wanna tell him I like him, but he's really not giving me the chance to. But you know what? I was kind of sick of it because I don't like holding feelings back. So I was kind of like, hey, dude, like, I hope we stay friends after this because we were really good friends in high school. So I was like, hey, I hope we stay friends, dude. But I really liked you since like grade 10 or something. And like, I'm completely like not in love with you, but like I like you so much to the point that I just need to let it out.
Right.
And his reply on Instagram was, lol. I knew that. I know. It's like, it's so hurtful, isn't it? But it's so funny at the same time because I was like, what the fuck did I expect? I thought he was going to see the message and not answer. He's that type of person.
Dog.
I was just, yeah, I know.
Well,
I'm a loser, aren't I?
No, you're not a loser. Are you a freshman?
I'm in third year of university.
Okay, all right. And
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what freshman is.
That's first year. So,
okay.
Listen, you're not a loser. You shot your shot. That's how it goes. Yeah. And you put yourself out there. And the worst part about putting yourself out there is you can get chopped down pretty easily. He didn't handle that well. Like you said, he doesn't have the best emotional skills. So you kind of saw it coming. But that's an oof. That's gonna hurt. I'm sorry that happened to you. But hey.
No, that's okay.
But hey, you had the confidence to do it, which is like 80% of the way there.
Yeah, no, it's just so odd, isn't it? Because like I told him that I liked him, and he has a flirtatious personality. You know when you meet someone and they're just too flirty, and you just don't get it. You're like, are you just like that? Is that your personality, or are you actually flirting with me? So he was like, the whole entire time, he'd be like, hey, let's play video games together. And I was like, oh, sweet. Okay, sure. He's like, hey, let's go longboarding together. Let's go get ice cream. Let's study together at university. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Sure. And
that's a little bit of a lead on. I'll give you that.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it? I was like, what's going on?
Well, this guy just seems like have you ever heard my theory about why men and women are stupid?
No, I have not.
I've said this before.
This is my first time in your call right now,
okay.
Actually.
Well, men are stupid, or women are stupid because you think too much, and men are stupid because we don't think at all. So, I think that... No, what were you going to say?
Sorry, I was about to say, like, the thing is that I didn't think of much of it. I was like, oh, he likes me, okay.
Oh, cool. No, I'm not. I'm saying, I'm bringing up the fact because he's stupid, because I think he did all of this on radio waves and whale songs. Like, I don't think there was a thought in his head where he thought that he wasn't smart enough to realize what he could be doing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where he was just like,
right.
Oh, there's this cool girl, I'll invite her to all these things, whatever. And then you say, oh, I really like her. And he's like, yeah, I knew that. And he probably just put his phone down and went back to playing video games. Like, he's just a moron. He's just a dumb dummy. That's tough. But you can get hurt by stupid people, but never underestimate stupidity. Never assume someone's meaner than they are stupid, because more often than not, they're just stupid.
Yeah, I agree with that, to be honest. I learned that the hard way, not gonna lie. There
were so many stories in college where girls, like all my gal pals, would be like, this guy did this, and then he did this, and then he did that, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, he does everything you're bringing up, he's so unaware of what he did. He's a fucking idiot, and it's okay, but he's a fucking idiot. And
it's hilarious, honestly.
I don't want to tell girls to think less of men, but you have to understand that we're one very kind of... Not all men are the same, but the majority of us are very simple-tracked, one-minded, or one-tracked, simple-minded. So, for the love of God.
Yeah, totally. It's so hilarious, honestly. All my friends are guys as well, and they all were like, what the fuck is going on? And I was like, is this normal? And they're like, no, it's not. It's not supposed to be normal.
No, they're just.
So it's kind of hilarious that you're saying that too.
Well, they're guys. I mean, maybe they're either saving their asses or you have emotionally intelligent men around you. But there's a couple of them. There's a couple of them out there floating around. Thank you for the story, Wolfie. I appreciate it.
No problem. Anytime. On the bright side, I did get a date from like Bumble. He's coming to where I'm at, and he's gonna hang out with me. And he's from the same nationality, so
Hell yeah! All right,
there you go.
Get it done, girl.
Get it done.
Bye bye.
Well, thank you for having me in this call, Father.
No
I
problem.
had fun.
Bless your heart,
Bless your heart.
Bobby. What are you doing here?
Hey, Father. How's it going?
Good, Bobby. What can I do for you?
Well, I just have a story for you today. I have a story about pretty much the worst experience I've ever had dating in my entire life, and it just happened less than a week
Oh
ago.
my God, Bobby. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Okay, so as you might know, I'm like non-monogamous at this point in my life. I'm just having fun dating people and enjoying my 30s
Right.
and putting myself out there. So the people that I'm dating know that I'm seeing other people. So it hasn't been an issue or anything. So this last week, I was out on a date with one guy who I've been seeing for probably about a month, and we had some beers and we're having a good time. We hung out for a few hours, and then he ended up having to leave to go give his friends a ride and go hang out with them. So he left, and like 2 hours went by, and he didn't come back, and we were messaging, and it didn't seem like he was going to be coming back, and I still felt like partying. So I ended up getting a message from another guy that I've been dating for about a month and a half. And so we started talking. He asked what I was up to. I told him where I was. He ended up coming out to the bar, and we were hanging out having some drinks. And then a little bit later, the first guy showed back up. And so then I had two guys there that I'm dating. And it was so awkward and so uncomfortable, and I felt like the biggest piece of shit on the whole planet. And I ended up explaining to the first one that like left and then came back, like, hey, I didn't think you were coming back. Like, I invited somebody else out. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, maybe we should hang a different night. And he was like, oh no, it's chill. Like, it's fine. Let me just go grab a beer. And I was like, are you sure? Like, you really don't have to. We can hang out a different night. And he was like, no, it's fine. And then the three of us ended up hanging out for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then the bar closed. And then both of them offered to give me a ride home, and I decided to go with the second one because I invited him out specifically and didn't think the other guy was coming back. And now that one has decided he's like pulling back and doesn't really want to see me like that anymore. We can be friends.
The second one or the first one?
The second one.
Damn.
The first one's chill with it. He's like, honestly, like, I really like you, Bobby, and like I know that you're dating other people, so it's like no problem. Like, it was weird in the moment, but it's chill. But by far it was like, I felt like such a piece of shit, man.
That's
and I don't know.
That's just like by definition like sitcom level whoopsie daisy. Whoops and daisy.
Yeah.
Well,
it was so bad.
Listen, Bobby. Let's look back to where you were when you first called the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at you. Look how you have blossomed. You have two dudes coming to the bar.
Into the biggest piece of shit.
Well, no, I mean that you made it. You were upfront with what you were doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, that guy probably didn't like seeing it in action, but we were all aware of it. You're not a piece of shit. It's fine. Just awkward and it sucks. But when you first called in. You know, you didn't have the confidence. You didn't know where you were going. You've started a whole new life. You have fellas falling at your knees, it seems like. You know? You're getting it done. You're not in a cult. You're doing all the things I asked you to do when I first talked to you.
It's true. It's true. Honestly, you've taught me so much, Tucker. I'm really appreciative for all the times that we've chatted. And, like, I mean, therapy has helped me first and foremost.
Yes.
Seeing my therapist for the last
we need to
2 years.
reiterate to everyone in this chat, I am not a therapist.
Yes.
And if you're getting your advice strictly from me, you're probably going to die. So I would suggest getting me and therapy. I should be an add-on to therapy. I should not be your only form of therapy.
Speaking from experience, it is a killer combo. It's so good. So good. 10 out of 10 would recommend every single time.
But I'm glad where you're at now. Sucks that happened. Insane story. But at least you're doing better than most because at least you have one.
That's true. That's true.
All right, Bobby.
All right. Thanks, Tucker. It's great to talk to you.
Great
You
talking
take
to you.
care.
Bless your heart. Bye-bye. We're very simple people. Are you talking about men? Yes, we are. All right, up next. Oh, banana, banana, banana. Hey. Banana, banana, banana.
Hello,
Hello.
it's me. I kind of have an update to the last thing that happened. I don't know if you remember.
What was the last thing?
It was with my best friend and her boyfriend, and her boyfriend, in a way, did not like me and said some mean
Oh,
things,
right, in
I
the group
guess.
chat. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have friends anymore.
You don't have those friends anymore, but yeah.
No, I really don't have any friends anymore except like for one girl, but it's more like about starting a friendship,
Yeah.
not really.
That's okay. Listen, how old are you again?
I'm 19.
Yes. How many times do I have to say it on this show? It's first of all, that was a weird situation to begin with. It was tough. She apparently picked the boy over you. Not great. She'll come crawling back to you in a couple years or a couple months, at most a year. She fucked up because she's gonna realize that wasn't worth it. Or they get married and have shitty kids. I wouldn't worry too much about that situation. But if you stand up for yourself and make a statement, and they don't like it and kick you out, you didn't lose friends. You lost nuisances. And you're... No, go ahead, sorry.
I do, though, kind of feel like the shitty one in this scenario, because some stuff happened after that. And that's what I want to talk about, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, she had her 18th birthday, which in Germany is when you turn full age, so it's kind of like the 21st one.
Right.
Birthday in America, I guess. And I told her that I don't feel comfortable around her boyfriend anymore and that I had sleepless night over it because of my mental health. And she told me it's fine. But when my birthday turned up, she like left the group chat, which I was fine with. Like, if she doesn't have time or don't want to come, because she's like, no, you didn't come to mine, so I'm not going to come to your birthday party. That's fine by me. I just was like, okay, a message would have been nice.
Right.
And she then started like, I said, okay, don't you have time anymore? And she just said, no, I'm disappointed and angry with you, but I don't want to talk about it. And she left me hanging for like 2 weeks until she then texted me like paragraphs about what everything have done wrong. And she also told me how angry she was that I didn't turn up for her birthday, because it was her 18th. And I kind of feel like the shitty one because I didn't turn up. And she also told me that I was always trying to be the center of attention, I guess.
Okay. Well, remember what happened last time in the group chat where the guy kind of manipulated her into thinking things?
Yeah.
And has she ever brought these things up to you before?
Not really, because she said she doesn't want to talk about she's not really of a talker, and that's why she ended the friendship, because she says I think too much.
Okay. Well, this seems very unfair to you. It seems very out of the blue. At the very least, I always expect people, if they have an issue, to bring it up before it all blows up. That's toddler level tantrum. That's toddler level management of emotions. And you guys are old enough to really fucking figure that out. So, this is ridiculous how she's acting. 2, it's not like you were like, hey, I'm just not feeling it, or hey, something else came up. It's, your boyfriend makes me uncomfortable. I don't want to be around him.
Yeah.
Which is completely reasonable. You feeling... Go ahead.
I just want to say, if she would have said, hey, I really want you there, I would have been like, okay, I'm going to talk to your boyfriend and figure shit out. But she didn't say that. She was like, okay, it's fine.
Yes. I really think, I'm just speculating, but it seems like the boyfriend's got his fucking hooks in her. And it sucks, but you gotta realize you didn't do anything wrong. You said how you felt.
Mm.
That's how friendships work. If she can't handle that, that's not on you. And it's not like you were saying, like, oh, you're a piece of shit for dating this guy, or he's a piece of shit, I'm just not comfortable around him. It's not like you were even saying, like, I hate him, you guys need to break up. You're like, I just don't want to be around him if that's okay.
Yeah.
So it sucks that this is happening like this. She's really picking a side here that's not correct. But you're also getting into a new friend group, which is beautiful to see. You're doing the right thing. God damn it, my fucking green screen. In the middle of this beautiful speech. Whatever, fuck it. You're doing a great thing by throwing yourself back into a situation. It's not your fault where you're at. You got tied up in some bullshit, but you're doing great. You just got to stay the path. And I bet you this girl's going to come back into your life sooner rather than later, saying sorry. Because she's getting fucked with hard.
I mean, she got her second chance once because she once even, like when we were 14, she texted me, I think we're toxic for one another, and just blocked me. And then when she was 17, she went like, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know what I did there. And I was like, what?
Yeah. So
okay, second chances, I guess.
Seems like she's kind of in some shit that's none of your business. Or not none of your business, but not your problem. She'll figure it out one day, sooner rather than later. But right now, let's focus on you. Don't feel bad about what you did. You did the right thing. We got to move on from this. It's hard, but you're 19. You have so much life left to live. You're going to meet a bunch of new people, and they're going to be great.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm going to try my hardest,
I was going to say,
guess.
it's going to hurt for now, and it's going to suck, but that's what life is. It's a constant cycle of devastation and euphoria. You're in the devastation part, but you'll find euphoria soon.
Yeah.
All right?
I mean, yes. and just a little thing. Have you watched Ninjago? Ever?
Watched what?
And to everyone, okay, you don't know it.
What is it?
There's a show. It's a show, Ninjago, and I wanted to say something to the screen because green, but you wouldn't understand, so
okay.
Doesn't matter. Sorry.
I'm going to Google it real quick. Ninjago?
Okay, so basically they're ninjas and they all have elements except for this one.
Lego Ninjago?
Yeah.
Yes, I know what that is. Okay. I don't know. In America, we pronounce our J's like J. So the Lego Ninjago. Yes, I remember that show. In green.
Well, we call it Lego Ninjago.
Well, where is Lego? Lego is closer to you than it is to me. So I'll give you the pass on that.
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. Bless your heart.
Yours too.
Bye-bye. Lego Ninjago. Or are we talking about Arlington Heights? The fuck? Oh, hey, kitty. I didn't know you were in my room. You guys want to see my cat? Stretch. Big stretch, little kitty. You're so sweet. Alright. Heisenberg, how you doing?
How you doing, Father?
Good, what can I do for you?
Well, I was kind of just hoping to tell you a story and see if you can give me any advice on what I could have done differently.
Sure.
So a few months ago, back in maybe June, July, maybe, my best friend broke up with his girl, and pretty much the day they broke up, I kind of got a pity fuck, if you will, from her.
Okay.
And
I can tell you what you could have done differently already.
Yeah, I know. Essentially, the only reason I actually done it was just because I felt bad for her, and yeah.
Is that the whole fucking story, dipshit?
I mean, I feel like I could have added more, but I'm just a bit, nervous, and
Well, I don't know how much more you
it,
could have done, but to explain the situation, I mean, you shouldn't have done that, pimp.
Yeah, I mean, half of it wasn't just like thinking with my dick. It was also from the fact that I just, I actually, you know what? I'm not gonna add any more to that because there's not more that's actually gonna change the view on that.
So I'm assuming the homie's pissed at you.
Well, no, that's the funny thing because he did kind of say the day after, you know what? Do what you want. I don't really care, but
well,
Well, one thing that kind of add cherry on the top to that was I did kind of steal 3 of his exes before this event
Why is this guy friends with you?
because he's got no one else to turn to. But
Okay. Not great, pimp. Not great life you're living. Kind of awful, honestly.
yeah, I know. I do suppose that also does that can lead to another question. How do I like not gain feelings so quickly to every girl that I meet?
That's impossible. That's not an issue.
Damn.
You'll find one that works out. It's not going to be the most, Well, first of all, how old are you?
14.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. Feelings hit hard and they hit fast when you're a kid. You'll slow down eventually, but you're just being a kid.
Yeah.
That you'll figure it out. You'll learn lessons and you'll figure it out. Me telling you right now how to not be so fucking heart-throbbing and putting your heart in your sleeve, that's not going to help because there's no real answer to that. You'll just your chemicals will balance and you'll figure it out. Right now, every girl you see is the prettiest girl you've ever seen in your fucking life. But that's just that's your hormones popping out.
Yeah.
All right?
All right. Thank you.
Stop being a dick to that kid. Bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
Good kitty. Good kitty. Oh, come here. Oh, come here. Come say hi to everybody. Come say hi. Don't get tough. Don't get tough. Are you nibbling now, big kitty? Big girl? No? Oh, big kisses. I love her so much. I don't care if the green screen's fucked up. You're my favorite. Give me a kiss. Thank you. Alright, go and play. Please don't play with the wires, though. Those are very important. Yeah, that's a bully who we just talked to. I should have yelled at him more. Kai!
Hello.
Hello! How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. What can I do for you?
Okay, so, this has to deal with a breakup that I had a while ago, but it's still, like, racking my brain super hard. So, my best friend for, like, forever, introduced me to this guy, and it was over online because he moved away. So he lives in a completely different state than me now, and we talked a lot on call, and I could get that he was, like, having a crush on me, because he would, like, talk about his crush, and when I asked her, like, oh, what's her name, he wouldn't say. So I was like, okay. And then we had a talk about, like, relationships, and after the call ended, I turned off my phone, and I took a nap. And I wake up to this paragraph long text message of how he likes me. And so we started dating, and soon after I figured out that, like, he was, like, a really bad person. Like, he was at his age he was drinking a lot. Okay. And he was, like, spreading rumors about himself for some reason, that he was just this big old guy, and it kind of scared me away because
you shouldn't be dealing with that.
Yeah. And so I broke up with him, and then we were still friends after that, of course, because I want to keep I don't want people to, like, feel bad about it, so we stay friends. And then he texts me one night, and he was drunk, of course, and he apparently passed out, and his friend, who I knew, picked up his phone and told me, like, hey, it's his friend. He still is really in love with you and won't stop talking about you. And he's, like, super, like, into you. And I was like, okay. He's like, you should give him another chance. I'm like, sure, I guess. I don't know, but I did get back together with him. But then I realized, I looked back at, like, the stuff we would talk about and the stuff my friends would say to me, and I realized that it wasn't healthy for me at all.
Yeah.
And at the time I was struggling with a lot of mental issues, and so I broke up with him, and he got really mad at me and called me selfish and just called me a lot of names that I don't think I should say. But I don't, and then I blocked him, of course, but I don't know if I should talk to him
No.
again and be like, what you said was not okay, and call him out for it, because apparently he went after my friends, and I don't like when people like kind of do that. So I really don't know what to do at this point.
The best thing you can do. Oh, I have several things of advice I want to give you. First of all, how old are you?
Okay. I'm 14.
Okay. So listen. From here on out until you're 18, if a boy is into you and he has to get his friend to tell you, or he can't tell you face to face, or he has to text you, not worth it. Okay?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
deserve an in-face person getting asked out. Because that person doesn't have the confidence, nor does he have the respect to treat you like a person. Everything this kid has done so far, even despite all the awful things, every little thing he was doing was making me angry, and I hate him. The fact that he was like, "Oh, I have a crush," and then you hung up, and then he texts you. It's a common thing you don't understand nowadays, but it's a meme where like you'll meet a guy at a party, and it'll be like really just like not giving you anything, and then you leave. It's like, "You looked really beautiful tonight. I wish I had the confidence to say these things." Like, grow a set. This kid sucks. Then the drinking thing, that sucks. And the fact that he had to get his friend to jump in and say something. First of all, he wasn't passed out drunk. He handed his phone to his friend. He's like, can you say something? Because he didn't have the confidence to do it. He was fully awake. I'm going to let you know that right now. Regardless, do not reach back out to him.
Okay.
Because the reason he went after your friends is because he wants to talk to you again. He wants attention. And the best way to let a disease die like this is to ignore it. He's like Freddy Krueger. Don't be afraid of him. Don't let things just let him die. Because if you're toxic to someone, the only way you can be toxic to someone is if someone's near you. And if you don't let anyone near him, he can't be toxic anymore. He'll be in his own little toxic bubble. He'll have no more friends. He'll have no more girls. And he'll die out like a weak flame. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. Plus, you're getting yourself involved in drama. You're worth more than this. It's not worth your time. That's what you got to realize. These things aren't worth your time.
Yeah, he did a lot of things. Like, he dumped a lot of like traumatic stuff, and he was like, he told me how his past girlfriend passed away, and I felt really bad. And he's like, well, you're better than her.
That's
no.
Yeah,
that's nasty.
So we know where we're at. You can read red flags now. Sorry you had to go through this at 14, but from here on out, we know what bad looks are. If you see things that are in him, that in other men, ignore them, get away from them. But where we're at now is leave him alone. He's gonna learn some shit. He's obviously been through some stuff and he's acting out, but he's got to work that shit out by himself. It's not your job to jump in and either correct him or try and help him. He'll figure it out.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Yep.
All right. I wish you the best of luck, Kai.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Kids these days, so sweet. All right. It's that time of day again where we raid somebody. I'll do a little bit. I bet we have more Instagram answers, so I'll do my best to give a peek to those. One sec. Let's see here. Still the top thing is I fucked a pumpkin. Once peed myself in a haunted house even though I was trying to impress my crush. That's tough. How do you piss yourself when you're scared? I've never had that reaction. Is that a girl thing? Am I about to look like an idiot not knowing girl anatomy? Because I know girls, it's easy for a girl to pee themselves, like when they laugh really hard. But as a fella, I've never just like straight up full on, like, there's the things where you get scared and you see like a huge puddle of piss. How do you not pull that back, dog? How do you not know? That's weird to me. I applied for a school my crush was going to. He rejected me. Never go to college for a person. That's stupid. That Rob Zombie one's crazy. Okay, this same guy keeps saying he fucked a pumpkin. No, it's several people saying they fucked a pumpkin. What is going on? Alright, one more. My girlfriend cheated on me, boo. Dressed like a cat maid, already read that one. I skipped my best friend's grad party to go to a girl's party and then slept with my ex. You're a loser. Okay. Let's do a raid. That person we raided last time did not react at all. She was like, oh, cool. I get it. I get you would raid me. I was like, stop. I've raided smaller streamers because I want to see big reactions, and you didn't give me it. You didn't give me a big reaction. Just selfish. But everyone does nice things for people because they want them to be happy. And I think that's fair. Being nice is selfish in itself. Because it feels good to be nice, you know? Alright, we're gonna raid this cool cat. Me, fame. I will see y'all on Friday. Bless your hearts.